Hello, it's me, Matt. I'm finally on. Well, I mean, it's been 7 minutes. I would normally, words, be rolling my, starting soon. Uh, what is it? Uh, Theme, I guess. God, I am not prepared for this. um, but, yeah, so some bad news. Clearly, as well, actually, wait, let me start this again because I'm all over the place. um, so I only see two viewers. That's fine. I'll probably have to explain if any of the followers come in. If they don't, that's fine. The video will be there, and I'll be uploading this to YouTube anyway. But as you can see, I've got a bit of a text thing on screen. It says, "So our previous internet provider decided to hijack our phone line, which means we currently don't have a strong enough internet to stream games at the moment." If I sound flat, it's because I am, obviously. I've had to process this the whole day. Um, Let me take a minute. Um, so pretty much the whole day I have been without the internet. Wasn't until recently we got our broadband backup, which thank God, because it's at the very least allowing me to do this. And thankfully, the stream that I can see anyway is saying that it's at a 480p. So, I mean, we can play some Wii games, I guess. Or maybe a Game Boy Advance game. I don't know. It might be a bit of a stretch, but we're basically podcasting right now. So yes, story is basically, uh, we were with a internet provider. I'm not gonna name them. And probably since July is when, for those that don't know, Australia has really bad internet. But since July, we've been able to have stronger internet. So we tried to, how do I put this? Upgrade our internet to a stronger internet to be able to stream. So from probably July to late August, they just could not get it done. So we basically cancelled and went to another internet provider. And they were fantastic. In a couple of weeks, it was up and running. And then that is basically when I started streaming. I think I started on Astral Chain and played Link's Awakening, and everything was going smoothly. Until about halfway through October, so maybe 2 weeks ago, maybe a little bit less than that, the internet started playing up, and couldn't figure out what was going on. So I tested the internet speed, and it came up. Apparently, we were with our old provider, which is like, what? So apparently we were back with our old provider, which made no sense whatsoever. thought maybe it could be a glitch or something like that. Well, my friend said that anyway. um, so let me just think what I'm saying here. Which all the stats and whatever, when you test your speed, were down. Didn't make a lot of sense. So we called up our new current provider, and they're like, yeah, apparently the old provider has taken control of the phone line. Which was like, okay. How and why? We didn't give them permission to do that. We haven't been in talks with them. So, yeah. They're like, well, we can't do anything because they are now in control of it. So, of course, we call them up and they're like, oh, yeah, no, this is totally planned. It's what your side wanted. It's like, no. Thankfully, the, what do I say? The conversations are recorded. So, you know, that's all there. As evidence, I guess. And, unfortunately, excuse me, they can't give the internet back for at least 10 days. So, for 10 days, I can't really stream a game. This is, well, like I said, it's holding stable at this, which is it's 480, I think. Like I said, I could probably try and get a Game Boy game, or maybe we stream some Pokemon, old school Pokemon. That might work, or something like that. But I won't be doing that today. That or for 10 days I try and podcast and just talk about some stuff. Do some anime talking, game talking. I don't know. Thankfully, Twitch has a just chatting area. So that was probably a big mess in the way all that just came out, but hopefully that somewhat got across. Which, what was I about to say? So yeah, it's basically a shitty situation to be in right now. Because I thought I'd be playing Story of Seasons, but then I realized Luigi's Mansion would be coming out. So that was the plan today. I also said that I'd probably stream through the day. Well, obviously that didn't happen. As you know, people that have been coming in here, I stream from 12 a.m. to probably about 5 or 6 in the morning. So that's pretty much what happened last night. Stayed up a bit longer after that, and just caught up on some news and stuff like that. And when I say news, like YouTube videos and stuff like that, stuff going on in the gaming industry and anime and stuff like that. And then I think about 12, I was like, alright, I should go to sleep. I'm gonna have to stream again at 12 o'clock. But as I'm about to go to sleep, I look over and the internet's dropped out. That's great. So I'm like fiddling around, trying to get things running. It's not working. And that's pretty much when we called the provider, and everything was revealed. Like I said before, we kind of had a suspicion something was up with the internet, but you just kind of hope it's a glitch or something like that. But no, it was real. Oh boy, was it real. So anyway, really sucky situation at the moment. Maybe I return to Harvest Moon, the Game Boy Advance version, and play that for a few streams. Well, be 10 streams. Also, for anyone curious and maybe sees this, the good news, everyone. Picture your Futurama professor, the professor. Yeah. So yeah, that has been my day basically. Um, it's fair to say I'm pretty flat. But yeah, I don't know. So I guess what I might do in the meantime is, for those that don't know, on my YouTube channel where all the uploads go, I was doing something like quick reviews, so that might make a return for a little bit. So I got some games to review that I haven't actually done yet. Streaming sort of took over there for a very long time. I guess I'll be you can do a review on Link's Awakening, Astral Chain. I was gonna say I've put a fair amount of hours into Story of Seasons, but it is in Japanese, and I haven't done everything that I feel like I should do. But there's options, I guess. Also, I've got some unboxing videos I could put up. Oh, that's right. I also played Daemon X Machina on stream. I didn't upload those, and they're gone now. Forget which company it is. Doesn't like YouTube too much. Hi, Witness Prince. I'm just in a very flat mood, we'll say. But I'm, I guess, podcasting at the moment. So, yeah, just sitting alone in all this quietness, chatting away. But no, so yeah, like the general gist of the stories on the screen. But I can't remember if you were in the stream when I mentioned this a couple days ago. But I was like, so something weird's going on with my internet. Like it looks like my old provider's taken it back over somehow. Also, I see my chat coming up twice. That's awesome. um, yeah, that looks good. We've got two chats. There we go. Now it looks super busy. Um, uh, so that was weird. Because I did like a speed test and all that, and it's like, hey, this isn't the company we're actually with. And, alright, I'm just gonna get rid of one of these. Maybe put that there. Yeah, I'll put that there. So today we basically called up our current internet provider and was like, hey, something's going on with our internet. It's showing our provider, do you know what's going on? And like, yeah, we're not in charge of your phone line anymore. Apparently your previous provider has taken it back. And we're like, what? And so like, well, we want to be with you because you provide a very good service. The reason we went to them was because Australian internet's like garbage, and we're in an area where it was finally upgradable in July, and our old internet provider just could not upgrade it. We tried it. They're like, oh yeah, we'll do it. Date comes around. They like, there was a glitch in the system. We couldn't get someone out, and this happened about 4 or 5 times. Yeah, well, that's the big question. I'm pretty sure it's illegal. We didn't give them permission. Um, so we're like, well, all right, you clearly can't provide us a service, so we went somewhere else. Which is unfortunate because the old internet provider provided up to that point was a good service, but for whatever reason they just could not upgrade our internet for whatever reason. So then this happens, and then maybe halfway through October, my internet sort of started playing up, and then that's when I did like the speed test, and I was like, oh, okay, it's got the old name next to it. Then we called up, yeah, okay, this is what's happened. Okay, so we go back to them, we're like, hey, you've taken control of our phone line. What's up? We, didn't give you permission to do that. We pretty much left you. And then it's like, well, we had an order from you. And it's like, no, you didn't. I mean, you've got phone recordings. We know you record the conversations. And I was like, oh, well, we can't do anything about it now because your new provider is requesting it and we can't do anything for 10 days. So it's like, oh, but you didn't seem to have any problem just taking the internet, so why can't you just give it back? Couldn't give us an answer. So they're going to call us tomorrow in the morning, which is like, great. That doesn't help me now. But yeah, so that's where that is. And like, well, so what do I do now? I can't, well, according to my stream, I've got 480p, I think. So, could, in the future, play some Game Boy games. Or maybe even a Wii game. Or I just, I start podcasting for 10 days. So, yeah, it's a bit of a nightmare. And to top it all off, obviously, as you can see, I'm streaming like this. We have no internet for 10 days. I've only got like this very basic broadband stuff. Your soothing music. Voice. I'll say hi, fine-blooded orphans. Yeah, that sucks. It really sucks. My, depressed, soothing voice. Nah. So, I'll admit, it's been a little bit emotional. Just because, like, I've really enjoyed uh, all the like current streams and stuff like that. They've been like super awesome. And then obviously this happens and it's like, what the hell? Yeah, I know, right? Now this. uh, yeah. Nah, it's all good. No one to blame except for our previous internet provider. It's just a soupy sucky situation. Super sucky situation. Uh, yeah, the face reveal as a cow will have to be put on hold for a bit. Yeah. So that is our content. 480p man as a cow. That's kind of like the thing, like, what worries me a little bit is like because of how unstable this internet is. Even if I do play a game, there is like a chance that it'll probably crash at some point. But I could go. I was just thinking I could go back to the original Harvest Moon, um, Friends of Mineral Town, and just play that for a bit for 10 days. Yeah, I feel like I'd struggle though because like the new game's like, you know, so polished and so much quicker. I'll go back to like having the 3 inventory slots and no stacking. I'll be like, this feels prehistoric. uh, honestly, um, it probably came to me just a little bit ago. Um, I could play Pokemon is what I was thinking, but I don't know. I really don't know this at this point. To be honest with you, I've probably only slightly calmed down. What's the time? It's like 1:30. 3-4 hours ago. But yeah, very. I'm not gonna lie, I might have found my saving grace in the shower and just like probably sat in there for like an hour and just like, what the hell, man? Felt like we're in a groove, and then all of a sudden this happens. But Hicking around, nice. Time to hack the internet company. Yeah, no, but it's also like I don't really want my channel to be that either. I don't want to be that channel that it's like fire and brimstone. Storm. It's no longer Storm Area 52. It's now Storm the Internet Company. uh, yeah. Fresh in your mind. Watch other people play all streams. Yeah, that would be frustrating. I mean, to be honest, I don't mind going back to the old game either. But it's just also like it's like going from 1080p to 480. It's like, oh man, that's good. Trust me, if this was probably um I'll say 5 hours ago. Might have sounded a bit different. Because I've had like the whole day to sort this out and see what's going on. Like I said, it's not the streamer I want to be. I don't want to be the depressed streamer or something like that. But I just found it was important that I have this stream to tell people what's going on. It's like, hey, what happened to the Story of Seasons streams? Yeah, well, that's it. Like, it's like pulling back the curtain a little bit. Like, you don't want to not be streaming because, like you say, people would just be like, oh, well, that was the thing, and then they just move on. Like, it's like, no, I'm still here. I still want to have these, like, conversations and talk about these games. And, like, last night when we were talking about, the art streams and stuff like that. Yeah, I've played it. Because I did say I was gonna have a stream during the day. Yeah, because it's funny how that works. I think how Witness Prince, you said you cursed me. I might have cursed myself because if you remember, I was like, oh man, tomorrow's a pretty free day. I'll probably have a stream during the day. Wow, didn't that go to plan? I was actually going to play the new Call of Duty. I was going to play through the campaign. Yeah, right. It's funny how that works. It's just like, oh yeah, something's definitely going to happen tomorrow. So let me put my flag down and just you know, trigger a flag right here. But yes, I've played the new Call of Duty game. It's interesting. I haven't played enough of it yet to uh, formulate a proper opinion on it. And I guess that's something else I can actually sort of go back to. Before I started streaming, I was doing like quick reviews on games. At this point, I mean, they're old games at this point, but Astral Chain, Link's Awakening, um, what was it? Daemon X Machina. So there's 3 titles there. I've got to write a script up for that I could. There's also some unboxing videos, but I mean that doesn't really help with Twitch or anything like that. But so yeah, I also don't mind the idea of like trying to do a podcast. The only thing I would do differently at the moment is I'd probably have a little bit of background music or something like that. But I'm also like worried about stressing my internet to the point of where I can't stream as well. So there might be a few of these in the future. Um, Now it is Campus Dream. God. The new COD. Yeah, I mean, they've seemed to go on for the, without any real, military combat experience, the more realistic approach. I don't mind that. It's a bit more strategic, in my opinion. Honestly, the hardest thing about the new Call of Duty is playing with PC players. I think last night we had the play of the game, or whatever it is they do. You can clearly see this person was playing on PC, and it's like, yes, the one-to-one pointing at things is like, alright. Alright, Master Race. PC Master Race. Calm down. Give us console peasants a chance. But nah. So far I haven't minded, but like I said, I haven't played enough of it to have a proper good call on the game. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave this running for like probably at most 2 hours, just in case any of the followers come in, and then I can re-explain the story again. So I'm also open to topics to talk about in possible future podcasts. If you want to lay them on me, we can think about things to talk about. But at the same time, I'm not expecting anyone to stick around for a chatting in. I was gonna say chatting in real life. So yeah. And now I cry. Just give me a minute. I'm thinking about my life at this point. Boy. I'm not sure if I said this or not, but yeah. The plan was today to play Luigi's Mansion 3. I did say Story of the Seasons, I think, in the last stream, but I forgot today, technically, in Australia, is Halloween. And as far as I'm aware, the game's out. That could be something I do. I'll just stream me talking while playing a game in the background. I'm sure that'll go well. Thanks. Happy Halloween. It's definitely got the vibe of a Halloween stream. Oh, really? Uh, Tell us a ghost story. uh, um, Wait, let me look one up. Nah, it's cheating. Wait, hang on. If you are an ex-soldier, and that's not meant to sound like I'm questioning it. All I can say is thank you for your service, and I'm sorry this is what you've come to. Ghost story. Once upon a time, there was this evil overlord company, and they saw this innocent streamer who was playing a game that was in Japanese, and there were a lot of people interested in it, and they got jelly because they wanted the ability to stream this Japanese game themselves. And so they devised a plan of poisoning their phone line. Well, that was a way to say it. Poisoning their phone line. There we go. And an evil plan indeed. And the unsuspecting streamer had no idea this was happening in the background. Until one day, all of his internet just seemed to go away. He was very confused, as you could imagine. Yes, defenseless, very defenseless. He didn't expect this from a proper uh, corporation. He'd expect this from internet pirates, but not a legitimate business. In his confusion, he called his savior his current internet provider, but unfortunately, they had no answers. And until this day, currently 1:30 a.m. on Halloween, he still has this really, really bad internet and can only stream at 480p, forever haunted and cursed by the evil overlord corporation. That end. Beautiful, scary story. I know, right? Some say it's based on a true story. I want video games. Haunted video games. Maybe not so much a haunted video game, but once upon a time, said streamer who was cursed by an evil corporation, in his youth, had a Pokemon game on a Game Boy Color, and he may have been close to the 151 original Pokemon. A couple years later, he was now I say a couple years later. Let's say 14, 15-year-old. He was now a uncle, and unfortunately, I want to say nephew, may have gotten his hands on his Pokemon game and erased all the data. He was never the same after that. Also, some might say that's based on a true story. So not really a haunted video game tale, but definitely a haunting experience. Ah, God. I've heard some Pokemon creepypastas before. See, I plan to. It's funny how things change, because I think in August I was playing Astral Chain. No, sorry. Well, I did play Astral Chain, but I just finished Link's Awakening, and throughout all of October, I was planning on playing like horror games, and Corpse Party was a game that just came out on Switch as well. I was like, hey, that'd be a great game to play. I think I took like a week off, and then Story of Seasons come out, and I was like, well, I love that game. I'll play it for a bit. See how it goes. And of course, my channel like explodes to a degree. You know, I went from something like 10 followers to about what am I at, 42 followers, which thank you to everyone that's followed. So I was like, wow, I guess I'm playing this for all of October. So yeah, I've never played the Corpse Party games. And like I said, I absolutely yeah, like I said, I did. Oh man, my voice. Sorry, I did plan to play it on stream. And it came out on Switch, and I was like, well, that's perfect. I am playing everything on the Switch at the moment. I do admit, I saw like one of the screenshots from it. I was like, I am going to struggle through this game. It looks very graphic in parts, but still, like, you know, perfect like October game, Halloween game. And then obviously I was going to play the most scariest of games today, which would have been Luigi's Mansion. Oh, you've been waiting for a price drop on Link's Awakening? Not for kids. Jesus. I know, it's very unsuspecting. Yeah, it's not a bad game to wait for a price drop on. Given it's a Nintendo title, you might be waiting a while for Link's Awakening. But, very good game. I never played the original. And that's when, that is the game that I was going to say met Ari Lin in. He's been super supportive, so thank you for that. Never know. Yeah. But yeah, it's funny. This is like being the what was that? Is My True Love? Yeah. It's a good series. I'd love to play some like old Legend of Zelda titles on here. Like I'd love to. School Days. That sounds familiar. Can't remember if I've watched it or not. There are plenty of. I can't do. Funnily enough, it's weird. Well, to be fair, I don't think a lot of people can. I can't really do like gore. I don't know. It doesn't always sit well with me. Because it all, and this is probably the weirdest thing. Well, not the weirdest thing. If it doesn't make sense to me, I'm just like, why is it here? Which, that's just me. Like, hey, if you like it, more power to you and stuff like that. It's just, I don't know. It's something I've never been able to get like into, which I'm not too disappointed on either. Defending myself for not liking gore. And I don't know why. Like, gore in anime never sits well with me. Video game, depending on what it is. Like, you know, I'm thinking like old school PlayStation 2, like Manhunt. Like, that stuff doesn't bother me too much. But I think because anime has a more like, I want to say innocent style to it. There's one show that I'm thinking of, and I just absolutely refuse to watch it because I'm like, no, I don't need to watch that. Not because I think it'd be bad or anything, it's just, I just don't like seeing anime characters butchered, I guess, for some reason. Also, yeah, I was saying I would like to, like, I'd love to play Ocarina of Time again. It's probably one of my favourite Legend of Zelda titles. I know a popular one is A Link to the Past, too, as well. On the 3DS. I mean, to be fair, I don't think there's any like really bad Legend of Zelda titles. I mean, Twilight Princess is a bit long-winded at the start, the tutorial. Oh yeah. With the what is it? The Super Nintendo library. Because I think that's the only way you can do it anyway. Play hack dark version. Yeah. I feel like every year they might expand on that. Just when, the subscription's about to go up. Um, yeah, no, I agree. Um, like I said, I don't think there's really any bad Legend of Zelda titles. It's just, getting through that tutorial at the start. After that, I think the game's... Well, I'd probably put it in one of my favorites. But then I'd probably put them all in my favorites. Um, and then, of course, like Breath of the Wild. They did a pretty good job there as well. I know some people don't like the, what is it, the linear version of it, but... Uh, I mean, in all fairness, that might be my all-time favorite. I like what they did with it. Yes, that can't come here quick enough. And I hope, I mean, it'll be a good game regardless, but I would love, like, because I feel like the pressure is building for Zelda to be playable. I think that would be awesome. And I mean, from the trailer, kind of looks like she's playable. She's going off a cutscene, but it just because it just looks like she's wearing the what is it, the champion's tunic or whatever. Or some sort of co-op would be awesome. But yeah, yeah, that game could be interesting. Yeah, it's I mean, well, it's like, what did they do? They did like 4 swords, and then I forget there was like the 3-player one. So now it's up, right? They got to do a 2-player version of the game. um, any friends to do that one? Same, same. But I mean, if they did do like co-op, I'd hope it'd be like optional, like you don't have to do it or something like that. Actually, it'd be funny if like the big twist in the new Breath of the Wild game was they have 3 playable characters: Link, Zelda, and Ganon. That's what that cutscene's all about. You're actually just reviving him to join the party. Because it'd be interesting. Because like, the Triforce is always like, it's always courage and wisdom against power. So I'd actually like to see power be on the good side for once. Give power a chance. But yeah, the hype is real for that game though. I'm I feel like it's gonna be sooner than we think. Hi, Russell. You've caught me in a very vulnerable moment. I'm in mourning for my internet that was stolen away from me. um, So, as you can probably read, or as you've probably seen, my internet's been taken over by my previous internet provider. So right now, all I can manage on my current internet is 480p, from what I can see. He's vulnerable. We can convince him to face reveal with cow costume. um, it's been a whole thing. Yeah, basically today, halfway through the day, say around, I think I said around 12, maybe even earlier than that, all my internet just dropped out. I can't remember if you were in the stream that where I said it looked like my internet had been taken over for my old internet provider. Turns out it was taken over, which was, it was obvious, because my internet was slower, things weren't working properly, and we called up, and yep, they confirmed it. They can't give it back to me for well, last we left it at it, they reckon in 10 days they will give it back to my current internet provider, which is fantastic. We've talked to them and they'll see if they can do anything to make it quicker. Yeah. So, I am pretty much stranded. Oh no, God no. Wow. I'm sure they will try and make us pay. That ain't happening. There's no way that's happening. Yeah. Slow internet. No, we're actually talking, I think, with the ombudsman. I'm not sure how you say that. We're actually going to try and get money out of them because what I haven't touched on is, like, so for those that don't know, Australia has had, like, the worst internet forever. I mean, it's kind of funny. I think when we upgraded to what we call the NBN, I think we were, like, ranked 20th or something, like, in the world for fastest internet. And then we upgraded it. Now I think we're rated 60th in the world. So it sucks to be in Australia for, like, streaming and stuff like that. But yeah, I forgot where I was going with that. Just other than Australia internet sucks. So yeah, it's something like that. I'm not sure how it works, but there is, like, a world ranking of internets, and we are, like, last. And that's, we've upgraded internet to actually, like, you know, be able to stream. But yeah, that's what I was saying. Because, like, people have taken days off because they had to have someone come out to install the NBN. So people have taken days off work to, like, be here to ensure that it gets installed. And through July, they must have said they were coming out, like, at least 4 or 5 times. But so, you know, like I said, people have stopped working just to be here for this company that's supposed to come out. And it'd be funny because we'd be waiting for them, and then we get a text message, and it's like, "Oh, congratulations, your new internet has been installed. You're ready to go live," or whatever. And it's like, oh, no one's been to the house. So if we call up, they'd be like, Yeah, no, they haven't been out. What's your order number? So give them the order number, and they're like, that order number doesn't exist. And it's like, what? We've literally waited from like, they'd give you a time frame. It's like 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. I mean, that's like pretty much the normal working day, so it probably wasn't quite like that, but so we'd be waiting the whole day to get close to like 5 minutes. Like, they're not coming. Let's see what's happening. And then of course we ring them up. That order doesn't exist. What happened? There was a bug in the system. Okay, that's convenient. Second time, literally the same thing. There was a bug in the system. So the bug in the system happened twice? That's kind of weird. So stayed on the phone, and it's like, alright, while we're on the phone, make the next appointment so we know it's all gone through and stuff like that. Okay, does it. And while we're on the phone, we're like, alright, now check that it's in the system. Oh no, it's not in the system. We're like, but we're on the phone. We just heard you say that it's in the system, and then we had you check it, and it's like, it's not there. So then that's when we're like, all right, look, sort it out. Give us a day, and we'll see what happens. And same thing happened. They're like, yeah, it's in the system. Day comes around, no one shows up, and it's like, alright, it's not in the system. So then we looked for someone else, and funnily enough, it only took them one time to get it installed. Like, that's like kind of the sad thing, really. It's like, because we've been with the previous internet provider for, I want to say like 20 years, maybe. So we've like never gone to anyone else or anything like that. We've been very loyal customers and stuff like that. And then you get screwed around like that. So yeah, we went somewhere else. Like I said, they did it like almost instantly. We only had to wait like a week. And then halfway through October, I had internet issues. Like, the PC was fine. It didn't have too many issues. It'd drop out every now and then, but like connecting a console up to the internet, it was like a nightmare. You'd be pulling the cable out like pulling it out like probably like 50 times just to actually get a connection. It'd always say the same thing, DNS server is unavailable, something like that, which normally just requires you to like reset your router or something like that. And then today, no internet in anything, and tried it over and over again, and it's like, yeah, nah, it's no good anymore. Trash over in the States too. Really? I've heard, like, because I follow a couple of American streamers. Probably, I've heard some nightmare stuff, and it always seems to be around when like upgrades are happening. But I've heard some stories, but I imagine it's like the same everywhere, to be honest. Yeah, it's it's just, it just makes you wonder a little bit, like, how do these companies get so big and yet are so incapable? God, I don't want my, I keep saying this, I don't want my stream to be like trash talking. That's not what I'm about. But it's just, I need to let people, followers know what's happening and why there's like no video game. Time to move out. Options now. Can't monopolize it as much. Yeah, and I think that's sort of what's let the hate flow through you. Good. You don't understand the power of the dark side. Ah, yeah, it gets it out of your system. But I think my favorite Star Wars references I have the high ground. My favorite video is the auto translation. I think into Japanese or all languages. That's a gold video. I don't know if you have seen it or not, but highly recommend it. Totally not the Emperor. He uses the quote all the time. uh, you guys it. Well, they get it, I should say. Sorry. They get it. Totally not the Emperor. That's good. I have the high ground. Man. What was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say. Probably not important. But I can appreciate that, though. So, yeah, I don't know who that guy was, but he sounds great. God. Yeah, that's great. Chat is easily the best part of streaming. Some of the stuff that just comes up. You learn a few things. You meet some interesting people as well, obviously. Goes without saying. So yeah, Rissel. So I'm not too sure what I'm going to do going forward for the next few days. And by few days, I mean 10. Could be podcasting for a bit. Apparently my stream is capable of 480p, so I could go to some Game Boy Color, maybe Game Boy Advance games. Yeah, just going over what I could possibly do. I'm open to suggestions. We were talking about Legend of Zelda before. Some anime. How some of us can't deal with gore as much. We consider playing Trio of Towns. I did bring that up once. So I was like, if I had to play a story of Seasons of Games, which one should I play? Because I only know of two. Which was Story of Seasons or Trio of Towns. I think I got Trio of Towns, so it's just a matter of getting it up on stream. having said that, still got to get through Friends of Mineral Town, and then of course the English version will come out, and I got to do it all over again. I'm impatient. Yeah, there'll be a lot of Harvest Moon, Story of Seasons, Rune Factories on stream, because I love all those games. I haven't played a lot of them, like but for some reason it is one of my favorite franchises. Franchises. There we go. It's not a tongue twister, but I made it one. Ah, really? French fries. French fries. I'm ready. Right. um. I'm hungry now. Ah, now I'm hungry too. Yeah. It's a guilt pleasure. I did get asked this once on stream when I was playing Astral Chain. What was my go-to? I'm pretty simple. I just go Big Mac. I'm assuming McD's is McDonald's. If not, then whoops. I completely missed that one then. uh, yeah, yeah. I think I just generally get a Big Mac with every now and then a sundae, chocolate sundae, quarter pounder. Yeah, they're easily my favorites. The Big Mac and the quarter pounder. I tried to go to the what is it? I want to say like the double quarter pounder or whatever it is. Oh, that was a mistake. Corn in a cup with butter too. Nice. Yeah, I was just thinking that. I'm pretty sure mine doesn't have that either, but it sounds nice. Why can't McDonald's be standard, just the same everywhere? uh, Speaking of, I actually had McDonald's today. Fries or corn? Ah, nice. For some reason, I think our choice is fries and salad. I don't think salad ever gets chosen. Though I feel like salad might be available in other places too. At the very least, I never choose salad. I'm like, no, I'm at McDonald's. I'm here to be as fat as possible. So I go to my Star Wars and I'm like, yes, yes, give in to the fat. I was gonna say it could be the Lord of Fries, but I think that's something else. Actually, we do have a Lord of Fries. It is a fruit chain now that I think about it. Is that a what? As in, yeah, there's in the city in Melbourne. I thought it might have been everywhere, but there is a shop that is called Lord of Fries. Never heard of it. Yeah, I guess they're. Never actually eaten there, but I guess they're like the opposite. It's like you get your fries and you can get a hamburger. That's how I would take it anyway. So how long have we been on for? Nice. We're an hour and 15 minutes in. Imagine all the farming that would have been happening. Nice. Bible thump. I was like, Binding of Isaac. No. Yeah. But it's okay. It gives me a chance to branch out and try new things, I guess. Sad, depressing things. Like what? Like, oh wow. We did have horror stories before. I thought it was a pretty great tale. Very, it's a... I'm out. Oh, no, trust me, it was great. It was, very accurate to real life at the moment. Very realistic. I gotcha. God, very realistic. Yeah, it was very realistic. I had evil corporations, innocent streamers, possible poisoning of the of the internet, the phone cable. Sorry, the phone line. There we go. I got there. God, good times. So yeah, not sure how much I'll go because I'm not sure how interesting this is. I mean, I think I got my message across mostly. I will be on again. I just don't know what I'll be doing. Like I said, I could play a Game Boy through to Game Boy Advance game possibly. Or I could come up with podcast topics. That'd be fun. Top 10 animes of all time. Top 10 games of all time. That's it. We just need top 10 lists. Wow, no, that's a terrible idea of what I just came up with. Also, that requires work. I was just thinking, I do have a slightly drawn up cover to my manga dreams. But that's terrifying. I could do a manga cover reveal. Comic cover reveal. Yeah, that's it. Actually start drawing. Though I have this problem, and I don't know what it's like for you, Rissel, but I cannot for the life of me draw on a computer or iPad or anything like that. I don't feel like anyone has that problem. I just can't get that like one-to-one feeling. So my style is all in grey lead. Like just pencil to paper basically. Which is not ideal because, you know, dark lines and whatnot. Oh really? He did have that problem. You should force yourself. So I gave up. I was like, I just can't do this. Fair enough. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Which I did. God, I probably bought like a. I bought a. I want to say it was like a bamboo tablet or something. That was the name of it. Which I did put a bit of money into. It was probably a very early No, you're right. I think you've got most of it. Charcoal. Yeah, that could definitely work. But yeah, I just couldn't. I just can't do it. I'm like, this doesn't do what I want it to do. Especially like when you like remove your hand, I'm like, how do I get it back there? Sort of style. That's a good call though, charcoal. Yeah, I mean, at the moment I'm being cheap. My best program I've got is what is it? I think it's GIMP. Yeah, GIMP 2, I think it says. Which, yeah, nice free program. Sure, that's great for using. Okay. No stabilizer. But Cyan Cap does. I see. Well, I guess there are options. I can always look into it. Otherwise, I'll just stick to my uh, pen and paper. Technically pencil. Or as Witness Prince suggested, I'll go to charcoal. Yeah. So, I'm gonna stick around for a bit longer. You don't have to stick around or anything like that. Just in case anyone else stops by, I can fill them in. So, just making sure people know that I am still here. Stuff will be happening. I just don't know what yet. I have a whole day to figure it out. Um, I'm gonna be honest. Seeing 5 viewers in chat is like, huh? But I'm only chatting. Okay. Be lurking for a while. Nice. Yeah, just get a sort of good pencils. I used to have a decent set of pencils. Um, but I guess I just never got used to using them. Funnily enough. But this is like when I was a lot younger as well, so I could never get used to like, alright, this one's soft, this one's hard. What's going on? But obviously, being older now, I could absolutely figure that out. Figure that out. Lithography. Hope I said that right. Lithography. It's great for pencil drawing. Very cool but complicated process. Well, some might say that I have time at the moment. It's a printmaking process. Oh, nice. uh, yeah. Hi, Monarch. Good morning. Yes. Good morning. How are things? We've just been going over a few things. I don't know how long you've been around for, but as the screen says, I've been hijacked by my former internet provider. They've stolen my really good internet, and now I am super depressed. But I am currently in. I think I can only manage from what the streams tell me, 480p. So I'm deciding whether I play some old school games that, don't require the super high definition. But it has been a very taxing day. I don't think I've been asleep from the last stream. Let's put it that way. So I've probably been up close to 24 hours, I feel like. But basically, well, the basic one's up there. Well, how do I put this? I've already said it a few times, but now I've got to figure it out again. Yeah, basically, I lost all my internet today. I don't know if you were in the stream where I was like, yeah, it looks like my internet provider's been changed. Turns out it was Drew. And now I'm stuck with basic internet. I can only manage 480p. So I'm a podcaster now, apparently. For a bit, anyway. Yeah, and I'm just... Sorry, I just had to think there for a second. yeah, no problem. Like I said, there ain't much going on here. So, I'm just filling people in. Take care, and maybe I'll see you around. It's all good. Because I'll probably only be going for everyone else anyway. I'll probably only be going for about another half hour. Might as well try and get it up to the 2 hour mark. It's just in case. There goes my voice again. It's just in case anyone comes in and is like, "Where's the game stream?" I'm like, well, funny thing. There are these evil overlords known as internet providers, and they hijacked my phone line from our current internet provider, and it means I cannot stream at full capacity at the moment. Apparently one of my dogs is barking at something outside. Ooh, spooky, right? Halloween stream. By the way, for people wondering, yes, it is Halloween currently in Australia. Very early into Halloween. So maybe it's a ghost. Ooh. God, I'm sorry. No. I'm pretty sure I know what he's barking at. But, so, yeah. Just thinking about what I might do going forward. Right. For anyone just joining. For anyone that's left and might see this later. There will be a 10-day gap of this. Hopefully they fix it up quicker. They said they'll try, but let's be honest, one company is being a absolute dick. So I don't see that. If anything, given the company's track record, it will probably take longer. Which, if it does, my God. Just tempt me. But yeah. Like I said, there's not a lot happening here, so I understand if people aren't sticking around. You can leave me to wallow in my sorrow. It's all good. Nah, I'm joking. I'm not that. I'm not that depressed. Life will go on. It's got another 28 minutes just in case anyone else pops in. Just filling people in. Uh, I will be doing something though. As to what that something is, well, I have to figure that out. And according to my view account, it's just me now. Which is fine. I knew this was going to happen, but in case the view account is lying to me, I am free to answer any questions you might have for me. Or if you want to talk about something, do keep in mind, I like to keep this channel chill, so please nothing like, controversial. So I actually see two viewer accounts, by the way. Like, I got one telling me there's one viewer, and I'm looking over here, and well, on my phone, I should say, there's 3 viewers. So OBS is telling me 1, and my phone is telling me 3. Who do I believe? It's the internet company all over again. You think they're gone, but they're actually here. Obviously, the one change I'll make, so it might be like light music in the background next time if we do a podcast or something like that. But yeah, um, sorry, I'm just taking a minute. I'm just gonna have a quick drink. I'll be back in a sec. So the plan today was to play Luigi's Mansion. I believe it is out. Um, well, in Australia anyway. But now that this has happened, I probably have to go to games that don't require, the high definition. The thing that I have in mind is probably a Pokemon game, because we do have a Pokemon game coming up. More than likely it would be a red, blue, maybe gold, silver. I don't know how Game Boy Advance games would look, but given 480, I imagine 480 would be fine, provided it is 480. I've also got to hope that if I do start a game up, um, it doesn't somehow drain whatever little internet I've got. Uh, Not to be a downer, but that's what sucks about this whole situation is that I have a game that I absolutely love in Story of Seasons, uh, Friends of Mineral Town. Like, that is one of my all-time favorite games. And when a remake of it was announced, I was super excited for that. And I've loved streaming that on stream. And I assume other people have too, because like I've said before, that was like a huge boom. That's a weird way to say it. Boom in activity on this channel. I think I said before, I went from like, I think it was like at maybe 10 followers, and that shot up to 42, if I'm looking at that currently. Which again, thank you to everyone that stopped a follow. It's awesome. And that's just what sucks about this whole situation. Got one of my all-time favorite games, and I can't play it. I mean, I can play it, obviously, but not being able to play it on stream sucks. I mean, I guess I could, but it'd be in 480, and let's be honest, we don't really want to watch that in 480. Pokemon Yellow. It's an option. Yeah, my only worry is how Game Boy Advance games might look at 480. I guess technically it should look fine. Which then it's like, God, but then why wouldn't I just play Pokemon Let's Go? Because like, it's technically those generations, but yeah, obviously I can't do that at this point. But I feel like Pokemon's a good game because hopefully by the time Sword and Shield come out, my internet will be fixed. DS game then. I might be pushing it. I'm not sure. Because no, I'd probably more likely go Leaf Green or Fire Red if I was gonna do one, but then again, Gold or Silver would be good too, I feel like. I mean, really, any Pokemon game would be good. Ideally, Soul Silver or Heart Gold would be great. But again, it's just one of those things. I don't know how DS games would look in 480. I think the best result would probably be, for me anyway, Soul Silver. Anyway, I go for another 20 minutes. And I'll probably call that a stream. Thank you for everyone that dropped by. Hear my little sub story of how today unfolded. Sorry I couldn't continue on in Story of Seasons. But this is just an act of a salty internet provider. I feel like just silver and gold in general, be it Soul Silver or Heart Gold or Silver and Gold, like the ideal Pokemon sequels. I don't really feel like any. I mean, in terms of what they offered, any Pokemon generations, not generations, but titles have really followed up on that. I mean, Pokemon Gold and Silver gave you 2 regions. I know, like, moves and statistics and all that like, better in newer generations and stuff like that. But I feel like in terms of content, in terms of, how a sequel should be done, to me anyway, I don't feel like any Pokemon titles really lived up to that moniker. But I guess it's just depending on what you're looking for. I just love the fact that you started a new region. There was like, a whole bunch of new Pokemon. And then, once you beat the, was it Johto League? You then had Kanto to go back to. And you face your former self. That was a sequel done right, I feel like. But anyway. Where we at? Well, again. Just counting down. Like I said, I'm understanding if you got places to be, things to do. But I'll just stick around for a bit longer. Just in case. Hopefully people see the message. In case anyone's wondering why I put the title as Good News, everyone. It's a Futurama reference to the professor. I don't know if anyone picked up on that. Or if anyone even watches Futurama in this chat, or used to watch it. That sucks. Well, time to put the cat down. Nah, I'm joking. Such is life. You've lost your sketch. I've lost my ability to stream. We're just walking messes of sorrow at the moment. Man, that sucks that you can't get it back. Because I imagine you probably put a few hours into that. Did it just like close the whole system down or something? Close the program you're using, I take it. Granted, I don't really know how. Damn. Well, we'll extend this by an hour and I'll add more text. Time to eat the cat. God, no. Num num. Oh, I was picturing, was that song? Num 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 num. No. Better yet, get the cat to redraw the sketch. uh, God, it is. It has not been a good day. Everything is just falling apart. Like I said, I lost my internet. You lost your sketch. We don't have story of seasons ago. There's no cow face reveal. I'm sure there are other problems going on. Hopefully you can redo it. That kind of reminds me of that video where I don't know, there's like a string on the fan or whatever, and the cat like grabs onto it, and the cat gets swung around by the fan. Poor thing. And of course, you know, the humans, the pet owners, are just watching the whole time, just recording it rather than, you know, stopping the fan or anything like that. Still, it was funny for a bit, for the moment, I guess. Hopefully, the cat is cute and cuddly. That all can be forgiven. Cute little devil. Huh. That's it. Never seen that. Never seen that one before. Accurate. Let's just hope that when we go to sleep and wake up, it was all just a bad dream. Your sketch will be back. My internet will be back. Hey, we can just move on with our lives. Maybe that's too optimistic. I gotta admit though, and this is mostly thanks to Chad, this has gone by pretty quickly. Yeah, it won't come back for me. Ever the realist. How far were you into the sketch? Was it like was it I'd like to think that you'd only just started, but my guess is you're probably a fair way into it. 2 3 panels? Oof. Oof. That's it's okay. Kepler, it's okay. Uh, if that was me, that would just be the end of the story. The you forgive? No, well, that's nice. If it was my story, I'd be like, Like, I'm just picturing if I was doing my manga comic. Like, the last panel would probably be like, you know, just them talking. Then the next panel for me would be like, the end. And it'd be like, I'm done. I quit. I'm out. Yeah. Aye, aye. Aye, aye. とても早いです。Ah. Well, 9 more minutes. Closer to 8 more minutes. Ah. And then, well, at least this time I'll probably get an early night's worth of sleep. No more 6 a.m. streams for a little bit. But I am crossing my fingers and toes and body that yeah, vacation. That they fix it tomorrow. I'm probably being way too optimistic there. But yeah. Unfortunately though, it's like one of those times, it's like it's not really a great time for a vacation. But it is a forced vacation. But nah. I plan to keep content coming. Um like I said, maybe I branch out into the podcast genre. I do say I'm a variety streamer. Even though for the majority at the moment I feel like I've only farmed. Cow farmer. Sorry for the yawn as well. It's just like today just has been super taxing. Cow farmer. I can imagine. I imagine your day just got longer as well. So we're at least in the we can share in each other's sorrow. Hmm. So tomorrow it'll be a top 10 list. That's what I'm feeling. Top 10 characters most likely to make Smash Brothers. Top 10 characters less likely to make Smash Brothers. Will there be a third DLC pass? Top 10 anime betrayals of all time. I put our internet provider at the top. Followed by Bristle's cat. It's debatable which one's on top. Probably Bristle's cat because you actually lost work out of that. I mean, at least I can still stream. Sort of. This cat betrayed me. The cat had the high ground. Uh, man. Man, oh man. Boy, oh boy. Boy, howdy. Yeah. I guess I should say this as opportunity. It was an opportunity to vent on a channel that's not really meant to be about venting. Like I said, I can branch off into a new game, maybe, possibly. And maybe I try and do a podcast. I know I've probably got an overview of the same things, but try and do like a hour and a half of just chatting, then followed by a game. I mean, it can't hurt. I've got nothing else to do at this point. Pokemon? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, do an hour and a half of chat, bore people to death, and then step into some Pokemon or something like that. Maybe not a podcasting-ish type, everyday type thing, because that would be pretty difficult, I feel like. Talk wrestling. Don't know how many wrestling fans are in here, but I mean, there's at least one. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, I did a Harvest Moon Friends of Mineral Town hype stream, so I could do a like Pokemon. I'm feeling like Gold or Silver hype stream. Hopefully, I'll have my internet back by the time Sword and Shield come out. Because in all honesty, if it's 10 days, when doesn't Pokemon Sword and Shield come out on like the 11th? Yeah, I got Pokemon Let's Go. Honestly, I might, if it does live up to the 10 days, like they said, and if I'm remembering that correctly, I'll literally get my internet back on the day Pokemon comes out. If I got the days right. And yeah, I did get Let's Go. I enjoyed it. I know some people didn't like the no battling wild Pokemon stuff. And it was a very, very easy game. But I still enjoyed it. Because I didn't take it as a mainline title. So how about you, Rissel? Is still fun? Yeah, exactly. It's not. I mean, I got Eevee. I got a Pikachu. I'm I was the sort of kid that when I watched the Pokemon TV show, I was like, I want all the Pokemon that Ash has. So that was my like first Pokemon team ever. Fun fact, also, in my room, I may have a Pikachu painted on my wall. Because they look strong. Nah, I was just more like, um, given I was a kid, I was probably more like, well, Ash is the best, so I want Ash's Pokemon. I want to be like Ash. Little did I know that he would lose literally every um what is it, Elite Four battles or whatever, every Pokemon League until recently, and of course the one he wins is like the like Island Challenge ones. I forget what Sun and Moon had. Hell yeah, because you want to be the very best. Like no one ever was. Still a very good theme song, I think. And there are some very good covers of that theme song. Probably even got the words wrong there, but I think the sentiment was there. Also, just going back on the Pikachu picture, it was actually painted by my brother. Um, I had an accident where I think someone was giving me a piggyback, and there was like a rogue tree branch sticking out, and it caught like my left eye, no, my right eye. So, and I don't remember much after that. So I'm pretty sure what might have happened was it scratched my eye, obviously, and then I probably fell off the back of the person. Because, like I said, I don't remember much after it. I just remember waking up in a bed, and my brother was doing an outline of Pikachu. I was like, that's cool. Why am I in so much pain? Yeah, yeah. My eye was fine. It, I had an eye patch on for like uh, probably, I don't know, honestly, not as long as I should have, but maybe a week. Pretty much like a pirate. I was all like, "Yar, you be painting a Pikachu on the wall." uh, Good times, good times. So anyway, that's like been the 2 hour mark. Um, I'm just picturing that story now. Yeah, so my eye was fine. Everything was fine. Like I said, I don't really remember much from the incident, but other than it did get my brother to paint a Pikachu on the wall, and it has remained there for probably 25 years, maybe less, maybe like 23 years. Yeah, yeah. Which I'm wrapping up now because it has been 2 hours. I don't think anyone else is going to come in, and I'll be back on tomorrow. It wasn't him though, so I do remember that. It was I have twin brothers, and it was actually my other brother, but that I was getting a piggyback from. So my other brother ended up painting the Pikachu on the wall. I do remember that, but I never blamed him for it or anything like that. It was purely just an accident. Just a rogue tree came out of nowhere. It had the high ground, and yeah, it tried to end me. Yeah, two twins and me. But anyway, I will save more stories for the next time for anyone that is interested. uh, Honestly, this wasn't too bad. I know it would have been better with a game or something going on, but I literally did not have the time today to sort that out. Like I said, I'll figure out what's going on. Ideally, and it's a long shot, but I would hope that the internet's back on. I hope you somehow, I know you said you can't get it, but just magically your sketch comes back. Hopefully it won't be too hard for you to get back to where you were at. Uh-huh. But anyway, I'll be around. just just talking. God, no, yeah, I feel sorry for you. It's just that it's just one of those days where everything just not go right. But anyway, um, right. I feel like my stream might have cursed you in some way. But anyway, nah. Though, I feel like I wasn't sure. I don't think you were here. I did feel like I cursed myself because yesterday I was like, oh man, I got a pretty free day. Well, that didn't happen. So I did, at the very least, curse myself. But, but anyway, that will be it for today. I will rest, recover. Hopefully, I have some good news tomorrow, whether it be uh, the internet is back on, which would be fantastic. But I think at best it'll probably be, yes, you will get your internet back in 10 days. No, thanks for stopping by and keeping me company on this. Um, yeah, that'd be great. That would be the best news. But anyway, I hope everything goes well for everyone else. Have a good day, good night. Thanks for stopping by. And I will be back on tomorrow doing something. A little more planned out. But anyway, take care.